test. Hi everyone, the purpose of this video is to show you how to submit your Level A culvert forms on our BAT website. The first thing you need to do is go to our BAT website, which is washingtontu.org/BAT. You're going to scroll down our page to the tab section and hit Assessment Forms. Once you hit Assessment Forms, you're going to go straight down to View and Complete Forms. Hit that, a new tab will open up, and you're going to scroll down, and the first thing you're on is crew lead information. I'm going to autofill a lot of this stuff to make things go quickly. So I filled out this section 1. So I put my first and last name. I put my email, confirm my email, and then my phone number. I'm going to click carry on. If there's any issues, it'll tell you that you need to fix them. The next thing we're going to do is put in a site ID. This is a random site ID that I've identified. Our identifying group is always going to be Trout Unlimited. We'll throw in a latitude and a longitude. You can put negative if you want. You don't have to. You can put the north and the west too if you want. It's better just to put the numbers though. Put the road name, a milepost if applicable. It's not necessary. A county, I'm going to put King, and then a RIA number. You can find these on the internet. There's maps for it, or alternatively, you can look at the old assessment forms that have been submitted on the WDFW barrier assessment map for that culvert. And if that fails, you can reach out to the volunteer BAT coordinator, which right now is me, Nick Ulasha. Next thing you're going to do is do a stream name. I'm going to put Cascade Creek, and it is a tributary, we'll say, to the Middle Fork. For location directions, I'm going to say drive down the Middle Fork and take a right at the ranger station. Culvert is 1.2 miles later. Just something that can get someone that hasn't been there, get them to the general location. Next thing we're going to do is choose our feature type. Pretty much is always going to be a culvert for us. Fish use potential, I'm going to put unknown. And then I am going to put unknown for our fish use criteria. And we'll say I saw a residential cutthroat trout. Site comments, this is anything that might be pertinent to help out future surveyors, or that to help WDFW out if they plan to do a restoration of the culvert. Please keep it short and simple. Please don't put any novels or anything like that. I will end up going through and having to shorten it down, which just takes more time. So I'm going to say non-fish bearing stream, no up or downstream channels present. And I'm going to carry on. Onto the owner information. We're going to say that it's county owned, and I'm just going to put King County for the name. We don't need to put any other information. It's just not necessary. We're going to carry on. For that ownership section, it more comes into play if we have a private property that we're surveying. So next we're going to put our site ID in, our crew name. So we put last names of the people that are surveying. So we'll say myself and Brad did the survey. Next is we're going to put the total number of volunteer hours. So that includes the time from the time each crew person left to the time, left their house to the time that they got back home. This just helps us report to Trout Unlimited, the national group, what our volunteering is looking like. So I'll put, for one culvert, we'll say we did 8 hours total between the two of us. Culvert number, there was only one culvert, so it's going to be 1.1. And then the date surveyed, I'm going to say that it was today. One thing to note on our calendars here is it's Monday through Sunday, not Saturday, Sunday through Saturday. So just make sure you're paying attention to the dates. Our material, what we'll say cast in place concrete. Span, I'm just going to put in some random numbers that I've entered before, including our water depth in the culvert. For this one, we'll say that there was no water. Let's change it. We'll put in something that's a little bit more realistic. We'll say 0.14 meters. It was round. Water surface drop. I'm going to say that there was a we'll say 0.15, like a 0.66 meter water surface drop. And we're going to say it was at the outlet. There was a downstream apron. The total length, we'll say 16.6. After I calculated the slope, it came out to 0.331. Please don't put percent or anything like that. Just put what it is, just the number. And then estimated height of road fill depth, we'll say 2.15. Is it countersunk? No, it was not. Is it backwatered? No. Was there a gate? No. Was there a rack? No. Was there a fishway? No. Channel description. Bankful width, I'm going to say, was averaged out about 4 meters. Span bankful width ratio, we'll say it was 0.23. This is all random. I'm not calculating it. Tidal influence? No. Plunge pool description. There was a water surface drop, so I'll say that there was a plunge. There is a plunge pool. We'll say our plunge pool length was 6 meters. Our pool maximum depth was 2.3 meters, and our pool scour line width was 3.8 meters. Was it a barrier? Based off the flow chart, yes, it was 33% passable, and it was a significant reach. I want to next put any important comments that I can think of. Again, keep them concise, short, and sweet. For example, I'll say that there was no significant channel upstream. Channel upstream. Then I'm going to carry on. And finally, we're at this last section. This is where you would upload a level B spreadsheet if you did a level B assessment. Many of you have not been trained in it, so you can ignore that. However, one thing that you do need to do is upload photos. I'm going to be editing this form to show you the specific way that you should be labeling your photos. There should only be one upstream and one downstream picture of the culvert itself. And then you can do as many habitat photos as you want, but they all need to be named a specific way. In order to upload the photos, you would do select files. You would pick the picture that you want to upload. So I'll say this one. And again, this is a random photo. It would go right here. You're going to click I'm not a robot and then submit. Once you do that, you get a thank you saying that it was submitted. I will get an email saying that you've submitted it, and I will do some quality control on it to make sure that everything looks good. Please keep your paper copies. In case I have questions, I'll ask you to refer back to them to make sure that everything was written down correctly. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. My email is nicholas@washingtontu.org. Thank you.